Greetings and salutations. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. Thank you for clicking this video. So today or in this video, I'm going to present my final project for learning planning in language teaching course. And my project is about the analysis of English learning in phase D of Merdeka curriculum. And after the analysis, I'm also going to show the teaching module development for this phase, particularly for grade 9 high school students. Before I continue further to the presentation, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is William Juan Sebastian Sinaga, and my student number is 222-324-0097, and I am from class 4C of English Education Department. Okay, so this is the project overview that I'm going to show you. As I mentioned before, the curriculum I am pointing at is Curriculum Merdeka and Phase D. Although the Curriculum Merdeka have many phases, I'm going to go for Phase D, specifically for grade 9 high school students. And the topic is daily expressions. So in Curriculum Merdeka Phase D, the time allocation for English subject is 4 times 40 lesson hours, or equal to 2 hours and 30 minutes. So in this Curriculum Merdeka Phase D, the learning outcomes that student will get is that they able to use oral and written visual English text to interact and communicate in both formal and informal contexts. Secondly is that use English to discuss and express their feelings, ideas, and desires effectively. And the final learning outcomes they will benefit from this curriculum is that they can produce structured written and visual text using more varied vocabulary while considering the purpose and audience of the text. After the learning outcomes, students will have to consider these learning objectives. And the learning objectives of the English subject in curriculum phase D is that students understand that exclamations are expressions used to convey spontaneous feelings. Second is that student understand expressions used to show surprise or disbelief. And third is that students are able to use expressions of wish and hope appropriately. Okay, this is the design for my module, and this module is made to only for one meeting only. So in this one meeting, I'm going to show how the module works. So as I mentioned before, the grade or phase that I'm going to go for this module is that grade 9 and phase D students. And the topic is that earlier I mentioned it is about daily expressions, but in this meeting I specify the topic going to about expressions of surprise and disbelief. And the duration, same as I mentioned before, 4 times 40 lesson hours, which equals to 2 hours and 30 minutes of real time. The learning model I'm going to use is face-to-face learning models, and method is going to be task-based language teaching. Okay, the design is that the approach I'm going to use is that communicative language teaching, or we know as CLT. The model is going to be role-playing model, and the method is going to be task-based language teaching, or TBLT, and the technique is going to be pair work and role model. I'm going to show the media and resources I'm going to use. For the media, I'm going to use worksheets, PowerPoint, situation cards, and whiteboard and markers. For the resources, I'm going to use textbook, teacher materials, internet-based resources, and students' personal experience. Okay, this is the learning activity I'm going to use. First is that I'm going to do the warm-up and then continue to the main activity, and then I continue and close the meeting with closing activity. Okay, in the warm-up, the teacher first have to greet the students and check the attendance list. After greeting students, teacher show first several pictures or any references in their PowerPoints. For example, here is that a cat saved a family from a fire, And second is that a 14-year-old student won an international competition. And then after presenting this example, teacher asked to the students, how do you feel about this news? Blah blah blah. And then students can respond freely, and teacher introduces the topic that they will discuss that day. And then they continue to the main activity, presentation stage. So in this stage, teacher explain the meaning and function of expressions of surprise and disbelief. In this stage, student can listen to the explanation, repeat after the teacher, or they can take notes if they want to. And next is the guided practice stage. So in this stage, teacher have to show several situation slides and then ask students to identify appropriate expressions regarding to the slides shown by the teacher. And the student activities is going to be work in pairs and match situations with suitable expressions. And then here we come to the task-based activity. So in this stage, teacher is going to distribute situation cards and then explain the instructions to the students of what they are going to do with the situation cards. And for the students, they are going to work in pairs and create short dialogue based on using the expression of surprise and disbelief based on the situation cards given by the teacher. And then the role play performance stage. So previously students are already in pair, so teacher then invite the pairs that already been made, and then the teacher observe and assists participation, pronunciation, and language use for these pairs the teacher going to assess. And then the activity for the students in this stage is that they are going to perform their dialogues in front of the class, and they respond to classmate performances from which is performing. And then for the closing activity, teacher first have to ask students what they have learned today, and then students share the reflections what they have learned. And then before the closing of the class, teacher summarize the material first, and then teacher give feedback or grades to the performance previously being held. And then optionally, for the homework, it is optional, teacher can give or not the homework, and after that teacher can close the class and the meeting ends. Okay, now we are moving to the assessment. First is diagnostic assessment. Diagnostic assessment is important because teacher can know the student's potential by questioning and let the student answer based on their ability. And then teacher observes whether the students capable or not. As for the sample of questions, you can pause and read it because I'm going to continue to the next slide. Okay, next is formative assessment. Formative assessment is a grading system being held during the learning process. So in this part, teacher will observe the students' entire activity, and students will also grade by pair work dialogue and the performance and the overall performance performed by the students. As for the assessment activity, you can pause and read it, and I'm going to next slide. Okay, and next is summative assessment. Summative assessment is a grading system that being held in the end of the meeting of the class. So in this part, teacher then put a test, performance test and writing test, and then teacher can give speaking test, and then they will grade based on the students' performance. As for the students part, you can pause and read the below part. Okay, now we are moving to the next section. Okay, so we have come to the conclusion. So the conclusion of this project is that the lessons were designed to help grade 9 students develop their communicative competence in English through meaningful interaction. By applying the communicative language teaching or CLT, task-based language or TBLT, and role-play model and pair work technique, students were given opportunities to practice authentic language use in realistic situations. And then the overall conclusion of this project is that the lesson aligns with the goals of the Merdeka curriculum with emphasis student-centered learning, communication skills, creativity, and confidence in using English. That's all from me. Thank you for listening. May we meet again in the next semester.